Okay, so we are recording now. So first month MVP, not MVP, but first month 90-day run recognition. And I'm going to turn this over to the man, JP.
What an honor to be on with you guys. Let's see, can you guys hear me okay? I think we're good now. Okay. Man, what an honor to be able to chat with you. Incredible ladies tonight. And if there's any of the fellas on tonight, so I apologize too. I'm sure there's not trying to leave you out as well. But these recognition are so powerful. I want to share with you just a couple quick things. We're going to go through the recognition, but I want to share with you a couple quick thoughts. My business changed in building networks. And I'm not even, by the way, I want you to know, I'm not even sure why. I'm not even sure why this is so powerful. But my business changed when I started recognizing people as if I personally sponsored them, even though they were in different lines, different teams. I used to just go to the events. And you guys are going to think I'm like the most negative little Nancy in the corner, but I was just back in the back and I'm like, they were like, everyone's clapping. And I just got my arms folded and I'm like, okay, I mean, congratulations. Like some random person's crossing stage, I have no idea. And they're like, so grateful for this company. Just, oh my God, so amazing. And I'm like, I'd be happy too if I was making $1 bazillion like you, but I'm stuck here in the back of the room. This sucks. I don't get why everyone's so happy for you. And I tell you guys this to say, once I started to give to people, once I became more of a giver versus a taker, I first went to the meetings and I would sit like this, like, impress me. Let's see what you guys got. Like, impress me. Like, somehow they all owed me something. Once I went to the meetings and the community within that company, and I started to become more of a giver. I started to become the kind of person that I'd go up to people and say, hey, congratulations. And I just started to give my energy. There's a rule in life, a law in life that says what you give, you get. Now, this is interesting because if I lose my phone, I didn't get it. I lost it, right? It's gone. And what I want to share with you guys is this. When you get into a business, one of the reasons that we do a business like this is because, like, for example, we want time or we want income or, recognition, for example. And what I'm going to share with you is this principle that the things that you want the most, if you hold on to them, you'll lose them. But if you'll give them, you'll get them back 1,000-fold. I'll give you guys an example. If you're a mom and you have little kids and your kids are hungry and you get a bushel of grain and you could make bread out of this grain and you could feed it to your family. Well, if you hold on to the grain and grind up the grain, if you hold on to it, you'll lose it. But if you'll take that bushel of grain and you'll invest it into the soil, you can tend it, nurture it, and let the sun shine on it, let the rain fall on it, and you won't get back. The promise is when you invest the bushel of grain, you don't get back a bushel of grain. When you invest the bushel of grain, you get back 1,000 bushels of grain. The same thing's true on income. So when you invest money, you don't invest $1 to earn $1 back. You invest $1 to earn a return on the dollar. The same thing's true with time. You invest time for a period of time, for periods of your life, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of your life, you invest the time. And what happens is you actually earn the time. I sat with a friend of mine today at lunch. He's become a fantastic speaker. Literally, like, that's what he does for a living. He makes like over $1 million a year speaking. His whole story started in network marketing. His whole speaking story started in network marketing. And what he said to me today was he was able to build his network marketing, able to build his speaking business. It took him 3 years speaking to get to a point where he had enough money to go full-time in speaking. It was really his 4th year that he really kind of took off. That 4 years that it took him, he had his network marketing income that he had built for 5 years prior to that kept paying him to pursue that next dream. Are you guys following what I'm saying? By the way, that so in other words, his real dream was the speaking. So he invested his time into building the network. That is still 8 years later, still pays him every single month. And now he's kind of pursuing his dream to be a speaker. Well, good for him. Like, that's so cool that he took the time when he was about 21, 22 years old to invest the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years of his life to build a network. When you invest the seed into the soil, you get it back 1,000-fold. So what I'm going to share with you guys tonight is we're going to go through some recognition tonight, and you're sitting there in your own home, in your own car, wherever you might be, and I want you to, we're actually going to cheer on the people tonight. We're actually going to stop the recognition and be like, we love you, you're amazing. And I want you to think to yourself, if this person was your personally sponsored, number one. Second thing is the second thing I'm going to share with you is how do you want people to celebrate when it's you crossing the stage? Because the day is going to come when it's your turn. Do you want everyone to go use the restroom? Do you want everyone to like be on their phones like, oh, I'm so bored, recognition's up again? No, dude, you want them to be like, good for freaking you. Like, because I tell people, if someone hits team leader, hits director 1, hits director 3, hits elite, whatever it may be, hits silver, gold, platinum, whatever it might be, I know how hard that is to do. So, man, that's a standing ovation as far as I'm concerned. Someone crossed the stage to me as a senior consultant or team leader or director 1 or does their first live. I know how scary that is. So to me, I'm more like, man, you got nothing but props from me. So that's number 1. I'll share with you another thing about the power of these 90 days runs. I'm so appreciative that, Dina and Lisa Corcoran and, Justine and Sue and so on, that they would kind of, and all of the other incredible leaders on your page and so on, they would all come together to say, let's do a run together. Now, let me share with you why. It's the power of associations. I'm going to share with you the 3 E's and the 3 D's of associations, what you want and what you don't want in your associations. Let me share this with you. Les Brown's mom said to him years ago, she said, baby, if you hang out with losers, you're going to be a loser. If you hang out with nine losers, guess what? You're bound to be the 10th. On the flip side, you hang out with 9 winners, the chances of you winning, if you hang out with winners, are really high. My mentor used to say to me, he said, Justin, he said, when you go to the meetings, he said, be the D1 that hangs out with the D2s. Be this team leader that's hanging out with the D1s. Like, be the person that's hanging out with those that are moving forward in their business. Their business is on fire. They're positive. They're looking for what's right versus what's wrong. They're saying, I'm going to win with what we have versus when we have. Oftentimes we can trap ourselves in a mentality of when we have this and when we have that. When we have this, I'm going to grow. I'll just tell you right now, when we have this, then it's on. Okay. I always think it's so interesting. How many of you guys remember seeing the show Apollo 13? So that movie, Tom Hanks a few years ago, there's a famous line on there. I want you to write this down. Your goal is not to be a problem identifier. Your goal is to be a problem solver. So when you're talking to your customers, your prospects, your team, we're problem solvers. There's a great line, or there's a great scene in that movie, if you guys remember. So Apollo 13 goes up, has all these massive issues. They're gonna die, right? It's not gonna end well. They go up in space, and they start back at Houston. Back in Houston at Mission Control, they're having this dialogue of how do we save these guys, and they're saying we could do this. Like, we don't even have that. Well, we could do this. Well, they don't even have that. It was all this like, well, it's what if they had? What if they had this? What if they had that? Well, they didn't have that. All they had was what they had. So the guy gets a cardboard box and dumps it out on the table. He goes, this is what those boys have got up there. This is what we have to use to get them home. Like, work with what you have, not when we have, not if we had, it's what we have. And they were able to work with, literally they're like got duct tape and a screw, and they just put it all together, and that's how they got those boys home. So let me share with you the 3 E's and the 3 D's. Your income, your success, your personal development, your whatever will be a reflection of people you surround yourself with. That's the reason that an accountability group like what you guys have put together is so powerful, is because you guys can associate with new people, new attitudes, new perspectives, new insights, new passions. You can connect, and tonight you'll be able to hear from a few of those. Okay, here's the 3 E's. You want to connect with people who are encouragers. You want people who encourage you. An encourager basically says, you can do it. There's just, sometimes they can just breathe life in your dreams, but just simply saying, hey, I believe you can do it. You want to surround yourself with people who empower you. So E number 2 is empower. And empower is something like this. It's how can I help you? Somebody who empowers you says, what can I do to help? A mom oftentimes empowers. They say, honey, I believe in you, and what can I do to help you? I'm good for you, that kind of thing. Number 3 is equip. You want people who encourage you, empower you, and equip you. And someone that equip you says, here's some resources, here's some tools, here's some contacts, here's friends. I remember when I first joined network marketing, my dad gave me some referrals. I was like, man, thanks, Dad. He equipped me with some resources. He not only encouraged me and not only empowered me, but he actually equipped me with some resources. You want to avoid the 3 Ds. You want to avoid people who discourage. And I want to encourage you to not be a discourager to people. Like a discourager says you can do it, or it says you can't do it, and the discourager says it can't be done. I'll share this with you. My friend that became the speaker today, his manager told him, well, it was his upline. His upline told him, he said, no one's ever going to pay you to speak. He said, no one's going to ever pay you one dime to hear you speak. That's a discourager, right? My friend makes $1 million a year now speaking after, he's been doing it for 8 years. But the point I'm saying is, what a discourager. By the way, I'll tell you what, write this in your notes. This is off the subject a little bit. I want you to convert the hurt. When people shoot down your dreams, when people shoot down your goals, and when people slice at you and smash you down and tell you why you can't do things, I want you to convert the hurt. Convert the pain to take it from pain into power. What I mean by that is they guarantee your success. One of the reasons I've been able to figure it out in my little career is because people told me I wasn't going to be able to do it. I mean, I hate to be competitive, but they're like, you're gonna fail. It's not going to go for you. You're this, you're that, you're this. And I just thought, you just guaranteed my success, because I promise you, I'm not going to allow that to be the final story, is that you're making you right, basically. So I'm going to encourage you guys to convert the hurt. Take the pain and turn it into to fuel your dream. Okay, number 2 on the D's is demean. People who demean your goals, demean your dreams, demean your future. These are people that say you're stupid, or your idea's stupid, or you're not going to succeed. Don't surround yourself with people like this, or limit your amount of time you spend with them, or at least disempower their words, the meaning and the sting of their words to you. Someone that's going to demean your goals and tell you that you can't do it because you're too this, you're from the wrong side of the tracks, you're too old, you're too young, you're too fat, you're too skinny. Don't give that words any power, or limit the power you give the words, or just avoid the associations altogether. Number 3 is this: disapprove. Disapprove is I don't support you. I don't support what you're doing. Just avoid people that just disapprove of you. There's too many positive people that approve of what you're doing. There's too many positive people that support you and that encourage, empower, and equip you. So that's my 3 E's and 3 D's as you guys are building. And one of the reasons I love associations like what you guys are building in this in this 90-day run, because you have the power of each other. When you're kind of feeling a little bit down, somebody else is up. When someone else is feeling a little bit down, you're up. Remember that you said we're supposed to be a light set up on a hill? Well, I think it's interesting that they use a hill. It's not a plateau. It's a hill. A hill has people that are above you and people that are below you. Sometimes on the hill, you're the one pushing people above you up. And sometimes on the hill, they're the ones that are reaching back and grabbing you and stabilizing you. Like, we're all kind of have our role in the place on the hill. And all of us get to let our light shine as we walk up that hill. So a couple quick things. Okay, I'm going to shift gears here on you guys real quick, and let's jump into this. Hold on one sec. Close my emails down. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here it is. All right, here's what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to walk through is all of the names. So I'm shifting gears on you to recognition. All the names who completed their success tracker. Now, let me share this. Success will not attack you, and good things will not happen on accident. Good things typically happen on purpose and by design because you have clarity. And what I love about this little success tracker is that it gives you clarity. What is my goal? What do I want? What am I trying to accomplish? What do I need to do this month to hit my goals and my dreams? So here's the people that did this. And by the way, if you did not do this one, another thing I want to encourage you to write in your notes is control the controllables. What can you control? And focus on the things you can control versus all things you can't control. One of the things you can control is you can control completing the success tracker. So for this coming, for this month, I'm going to encourage you guys to do it. So here's the deal. Heidi Chandler, Tracy, and I'm doing my best on every name here, okay? Tracy Klabaugh, Justine Laser, Kara Suchi, Michelle Westover, Courtney Tyus, Sandy Rowland, Melissa Speak, Amber Brill, Debbie Ventrilo, Summer Griffith, Anita Frey, Laurie LaFell, Angie Arnett, that's my girl, Margot Timmons, Lisa Corcoran, Nicole Young, Lisa Wilds, Tina Hux, Dina Peacock, Grace Magnus, Amber Coleman, Christy McElhaney, Missy Carey, Rosa Carter, Carolina Oxley, Connie Thompson, Deanna Sanders, Lori Sharp, Paige Bingham, Holly Ritchie, Sue Hansen, Shauna Rothus, Holly Kiln, and Holly Parrott. So if your name is just called, we want to give you a humongous congratulations, and let's give them a huge, we love you guys, you're amazing. Someone give them some love here in the chats. Everyone's blowing up the chats over here. But guys, I love that your name's called. You always want to be where the leaders are. You always want your name. I remember the very first time they called my name, I was just like, yes, I'm like moving up in the world, you know? And it was just called my name from like a meeting with like 13 people in the meeting. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm killing it now, you know? So you always want to be where the leaders are. You always want to be the person that like, they're mentioning you're getting things done. You're moving the business forward. So huge congratulations to each and every one of you. Very proud of you. Great job. And I know it sounds a little silly and a little hokey. I'm telling you, I'd rather have my name called than not called. I'd rather rank advance than not rank advance. I'd rather have people on my team be winning than not. In other words, I'd rather it's going the right direction. I'd rather my name's being called. So even if it sounds funny or silly or goofy, I'm telling you, congratulations. Good for you. Okay, this next one is who, yeah, I know, Dino, give me some love there. Give me some double fist bumps. Bam. So here's the deal. This next one is who went live. Who went live? Okay, I'm going to give you guys my little pitch on Facebook Live. Check this out. You guys are going to like this story. I go to lunch today with my buddy who's the speaker at 11:30. At 1 o'clock, I have a guy who's asked. He's in the military. He's a neat guy. He asked me to lunch, so I met them both at the same restaurant. So this restaurant's like, who are you, dude? Like, there's just like a rotating door of sushi, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you what I told him about Facebook Live because he really wants to get his story out. He feels like he has a story in his heart that he wants to share. Let me share this with you. The most powerful communication tool that's ever been built in the history of humanity. How's this for a statement? That's done more to shape our minds and our biases and our everything than anything else in the history of humanity. It's the television. The television has done so much to shape who we are as people. We go to work all day, we sit down and just click there and watch TV. Well, what I want to share with you is this. You can get on TV right now, but it's just going to cost you a ton of money. Like you can go advertise on television, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And specifically to get big reach, meaning to to live in your city, but the rest of us in our cities can see your commercial, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Let me share this. Facebook Live is free. Facebook Live broadcasts like free television, meaning you're broadcasting live like live TV. And guys, guess what? We live in the attention economy. Guess where the attention is going? It's going away from television into this. Does this look familiar to anybody? Like we just sit there on our phones and guess where our nose is and our eyeballs are? They're looking at these phones. Go watch your kids. Go watch a 13-year-old. Guess where their eyeballs are? Like you're like, put down the phone. We're at dinner. Like we're saying a family prayer. Don't be texting during the prayer. Like guess where their eyeballs are? They're looking like this. Here's the point. If the attention of the economy attention, if it's gone to these phones, then we need your story told on. Use the platform. I beg you. So. In other words, it's a powerful platform. This Facebook Live, it's free. You have the potential of unlimited reach. Now, you may not get unlimited reach with each one, but man, I'm telling you, you can go out there and share your story. So very, very powerful. And I'll also share this with you. I want each of you to know that I believe that the internet, so not Facebook, not social media, I'm talking about the entire internet. The internet is an infant. It's just a little baby. Like the internet's only like 20 years old, dude. Like, it's just a baby. We're all going to look back in 30 years and be like, holy cow. Do you remember when we were like, had the internet back in 2018? Like, oh my gosh, like look at it now. It's just like, it's everywhere. It's like so pervasive in our lives. We're going to look back and be like, man, we didn't even know anything about what the internet was. What I'm sharing with you is you're not behind the 8 ball in this whole deal. You need to start sharing, your message. So let me list off who went live. And this is such a big deal because anyone that's ever gone live knows when you get your camera all set up and your phone's ready and all of a sudden you push the go button, you're like, oh my gosh, what have I just done? Like, here we go. I mean, I think a lot of us stress out about the live worse than, there's a true statement that says we would rather be giving the eulogy, or I'm so sorry, we'd rather be laying in the coffin than giving the eulogy, for crying out loud. Like going live, it like brings out primal fears here. You know, it's like, I don't even dare. What are my neighbors going to say about me? You know, that kind of thing. So proud of this group. Here's who did it. Angie Arnett, Heidi Chandler. By the way, let's blow up our chat over here and give these guys some serious. Amber saying it's an instant panic attack. Heidi Chandler, Courtney Tyus, Sandy Rowland, Philippa, I hope I said that right, Trammell, Melissa Speak, Debbie Ventrilo, Amber Brill, Summer Griffith, Anita Frey, Laurie Falaise, Justine Laser, Nicole Young, Lisa Wild, Tina Hux, Dina Peacock, Amber Coleman, Patty Hendricks, Christy McElhaney, Missy Carey, Rosa Carter, Shannon Rhodes, Benji Foley, Deanna Sanders, Lori Sharp, Paige Bingham, Holly Ritchie, Sue Hansen, Carolina Oxley. I mean, let's give them some love. Oh my gosh, congratulations. You guys are unbelievable. We love you. Like, we love you. Great job. Like, it's so awesome to be able to get over that fear, to get outside yourself and get over that fear is so powerful. Remember, the man that built the term comfort zone, he literally wrote the book on comfort zone, like coined the phrase. He said, when you get outside your comfort zone, you're uncomfortable. I mean, I know you didn't come here for some deep wisdom, but that's wisdom number one. Here's what he said, though. When you get outside your comfort zone, you're uncomfortable. He said, but the comfort zone expands and it never retracts. So guys, you're building momentum in your life right now. Once you get outside of yourself and outside yourself, you start, things that used to scare you half to death don't scare you as bad. Why? Because you've done it. I share with people, do the thing you fear the most and the death of fear is certain. You know, you kill the fear by doing the deed. So do the thing you fear the most and the death of fear is certain, okay? All right, this next one is so important. So this next one, we're going to talk about people who sponsored a new social marketer. Now, if you want to talk about where the bread is buttered, it's buttered in bringing people onto your team. Obviously, customer acquisition is massively important, okay? But this social marketer, remember, a social marketer is not worth a social marketer in Modere. When you get a customer, you basically have gotten a customer, unless you have them refer you to a customer. Maybe you've gotten 2 and they refer you, gotten 3. A new social marketer is worth 10 people. Because when you get a new social marketer, you just got 10 new customers as an average. Now, maybe that one person specifically didn't do it, but the average is 10 to 1. By the way, when I say 10 to 1, it's been as high as 15 to 1. In some markets, it is 15 to 1. Like, you might have just gotten 15 people when you got one person. You guys following what I'm saying? So this is really where the bread is buttered, is bringing in one person brings in 10 to 15 people. So right now, and I want to, man, I hope you guys hear me on this. Last month, the company gave us this get one doubler. So normally you have to recruit 3 social marketers to double your commissions, to earn a 40% commission. The company's got this promotion that runs through the rest of this month, where we can actually double the commission every one person we recruit. So recruit one person, double the commission. Recruit one person, double the commission. So all of these people that I'm about to read, they actually doubled their commission last month. So huge congrats. Here's the deal. Tracy Claybaugh, Amber Brill, Felipe Trammell, Melissa Speak, Carrie Succi, Nicole Young, Tina Hux, Grace Magnus, Christy McElhaney, Connie Thompson, Deanna Sanders, Paige Bingham, Shauna Rothus, and Charles Moorer. Huge, 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 huge congratulations. Let's give them some humongous love. Dina, give me some high fives up in here. So here's the deal, guys. Some bones. Bringing Rocky back for Lisa Corcoran here. So here's what I'll say with you guys is they're going out and recruiting new people. New people equals 10 or 15 new people, because of the customer acquisition. So huge congrats. This month, let's go recruit some new people. Let's take advantage of that get one doubler. Let's not recruit one. Let's go recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, let's go in little bursts here, okay? Lastly, these are folks who promoted this month, meaning these are folks who actually freaking rank advance. Now, I love this one because you're moving your business up. You're moving it forward. And I love these 90-day runs because your goal in 90-day run is rank advance. At the end of the day, like, put the points on the board. Like, let's rank advance. Let's go from 0 to bronze. Let's go from 0 to senior consultant. Let's go from senior consultant to team leader. Whatever that is for you, And by the way, for some of us, rank advancing is getting back to the rank we want to get to. Okay? So in other words, if last month you were a senior, if your highest rank ever is team leader and last month you fell to senior consultant, this month, let's get back to team leader. Let's secure our business, right? Also, the company's giving us an extra bonus this month. You get 25% extra bonus on your team builder bonus for rank advancing. So the point I'm saying is, let's rank advance this month. Okay, let's move up this month. Let's rank up this month. Let's work with our team. Let's be intentional. What do we need to do to rank up? So here's the folks that did it: Tracy Claybaugh, Anita Frey, Lisa Wilds, Grant Magnus, Rosa Carter, Carolina Oxley, Holly Ritchie, and Charles Moore. Huge congrats. We love you guys. We love you guys. We love you. Yes, give them some love. So that is so awesome. Again, huge rank advance, and so proud of you guys. Remember, during this 90-day one, because Dina, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is we're celebrating month 1, right? So we have 2 more months.
Yeah.
Guys, just commit yourself that your name's going to be called during these next 2 months. So we have at least 2 more recognition periods. Commit yourself that your name's going to be called for the tracker, for the live, for the enrollments. Commit yourself that you're going to rank up. Just commit yourself. You can do this. Let me share this with you. This is not a skill or talent issue. This is it's not a matter of can I do it. It's a matter of just do I really want to go do it. Let me give you guys an example. If I said to you, by the way, anyone in this Zoom, anyone, you pick the rank that you're at now and think about the next rank, whether that's from bronze to silver or whether that's from Elite 1 to Elite 2. It doesn't matter, okay? If I told you in the next 2 months, the company will give you a $10 million bonus if you can hit that next rank, could you figure it out? I mean, could you be like, I'm going silver? Like I'm doing this, like 10 million, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, even the ones that are like, could I go Elite 1 to 2? For 10 mil? Like, I'll freaking figure out a way. I mean, I don't know. Like I'll like knock on doors or something. I don't know. I will. Your brain, someone write this down because this is important. Your brain is designed not to make you happy. Your brain is designed to keep you alive. And it's like incredibly resourceful at keeping you alive. Like it's like been programmed to do this. Now, here's the reason I bring this up is if you ask you can't not answer a question. Let me give you guys an example. Do you like hot dogs or nachos? Are you tall or short? Are you from the east side or the west side? Do you like pizza or do you like Chinese? Like, do you like football or baseball? Right now, even if you're not answering, you're answering in your brain. Your brain's answering every single one of these questions. It's just the nature of our brains. They just answer questions all day long. So here's the point, is your brain cannot not answer a question. And then the thing I'm going to share with you is this. If you ask it better questions, your brain can figure it out. I'll give you guys an example. Ask yourself this question. If I were to rank up, what would I do? If I were to do it, what would I do? I'm a bronze right now, and I want to go silver. If I were to do it, what would I need to do, or what would I do? And then literally just start thinking of the answers. Don't give yourself the like, yeah, but that's not going to work, and that's not going to work, and I'm, no, just write. Just start writing the answers. Your brain will figure it out. It'll be like, well, you'd call so-and-so, you'd call so-and-so, you'd call so-and-so, you do this, you do that, you do this. Let me give you guys one other thing real quick, and then I'm going to introduce our last 2 guests, okay? Sorry, Dina. I've got a lot going on tonight. I think these are very powerful. Okay, everything that you've believed has led you to tonight, meaning what you've believed has created your behaviors have created your pattern, your habits, and you've done those habits over enough time and distance to that's who we are tonight, okay? So my question is this: if you're a bronze and you want to go silver, if you're a D1 and you want to go D2 in the next 2 months during this run, question number 1, what belief do you need to hold or to gain? What belief do you need to gain to accomplish that goal? That's my first question. What would you need to believe that was possible? What belief would you need to gain to accomplish that dream? That's my first question to you. Like, you maybe you have to get a belief in yourself, like, I'm worthy. I'm doing this thing. I can do it. That's the belief you need to have. I can do this. Or you get a belief like, I have people that are around me that will support me, or whatever the belief is. You change your belief. And remember, you don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. So you change your belief, you change your world, right? So here's what I'm gonna share with you. Number 2 is, what belief do you need to uproot and get rid of to accomplish your goal? Ask yourself that question. What belief do you need to uproot or get rid of to accomplish your goal? What is a belief that's actually holding you back from the next goal that you would actually just need to move past? Because I want you to write this in your notes. What you believe matters. Like, it matters what we believe. And I'm just sharing with you, what would you need to uproot and replace to get out of your belief system that's holding you back from achieving that next goal? Anyway, some quick questions for you. Okay, we're going to end with, let's see. Okay, I love this. We have 2 Hall of Famers. And Dina, correct me if I'm wrong. Do our Hall of Famers know about this, or they don't know about this?
They do not know they do not know that they're the Hall of Famers.
Okay, love it. And are we going to have them say they're going to share something with us, aren't they?
They are.
Okay, Hall of Famers. I feel like it's like drum roll time right now. Like, everyone's like, oh crap, this better not be me because I don't have anything prepared. Okay, so here's the deal. For the Philly mob, and by the way, I'm not so sure how I feel about the mob and the mafia up in here, but whatever. For the Philly mob, we got my girl. She completed the tracker, recruited 3 new social marketers, created a platinum pod, and promoted from team leader to senior, from TL to consultant, right? So let's see if I'm reading that properly. Promoted from senior consultant to team leader is, I think, what it was, right?
I think consultant, right, Lisa? I'm sorry, I wrote that backwards.
Okay, anyway. Point is, she ranked advanced.
Consultant to team leader.
Consultant to team leader.
Oh, wow, even better. From consultant to team leader. So here's the deal. Miss Tracy Claybaugh. Tracy, girl, we're bringing you on live. Tracy, if you can come off mute, we'd love you. I love it, Tracy. Congratulations, girl. Huge congrats. You are amazing. Someone give Tracy some. So, Tracy, you are representing the Philly mob tonight. So, again, I'm not sure if that's a good thing to represent or a bad thing. We can discuss that later. But we are so proud of you. And will you share with us what happened last month? How did you do this? Share with us kind of your feelings, your perspective, what's going on in your business. Share with us what's happening for you.
Well, I'm just glad I have a chance to redeem myself, because when I was the MVP the other week, I rambled like you would not believe. I had so much stuff that I wanted to say, and my husband walked in the door and he blew it for me. So I'm glad I have a chance to redeem myself. I got into this 90-day run because I wanted to build my business, and I'm just learning. I got in at the end of August of this past year. And I wanted to learn and I wanted to grow. I want this to be a full-time business for me. And I just wanted to soak up everything that I could. How I got 3 social marketers in 1 month is crazy. I think it was just the deals and the promotions, and people saw the value in it. But the biggest thing with this 90-day run was accountability. It made me accountable. The winter season, we have a nursery and landscaping business full-time. So I have a lot of downtime right now because we haven't had a whole lot of snow or anything else that we could do. And teaming me up with my accountability partner, who is part of the mafia, Miss Mary, has been great too, because she has really been a great encourager for me as well. When I started out the month, I heard somebody say on the very first Zoom call about, well, we're going to try and do 2 of each thing, and that's what we're going to do. And I found that probably for the first week or so, I was only doing 2 of everything, 2 contacts, 2 follow-ups, 2, more than probably 2 friend requests. And then I saw everybody on the chat group, and they're like, yeah, I got 25 new friends, I did 15 follow-ups, 12 new conversations. And I'm like, whoa, I need to kick my butt in gear. So that has been really good, seeing what everybody else is doing, and that's made me want to step it up a little bit to see how many I could get without getting put in Facebook jail as well. And I found that I go under the Facebook suggestions, and if somebody has 30 or 40 mutual friends that I have, I find that it's super simple because they all accept. A lot of people are doing their home-based businesses and that too. So, they're always very willing to accept the friend request, because before, my Facebook was very private. My husband had friends that would send me a friend request, and I just didn't friend them. I didn't know them, So, it's been a learning experience for me. Everything's public now. Everything that I do is out there. So through this group, that's really what helped me. Personal development. I was part of a group that did personal, professional, and financial development before. It was more of my husband's thing, but I kind of supported him in it. And while I like reading personal development, I probably wasn't paying as much attention and all that as I should. But as part of my tracker, that's one thing I have to do daily for 15 to 30 minutes. I like to read at night before I go to bed. So even if it's 11 or 11:30 like it was last night, I didn't have my personal development reading done. So I have just made it to where I've got to check it off that tracker sheet. And I could not go to bed not having it off of there. So, the cute little beachy romance books or whatever that I want to read, I don't read them until I have my personal development time in. So it's all been about accountability and set my priorities straight, and having two great groups, that are keeping me motivated with their posts daily in the chats. So that's what's kept me going, and I guess is the reason for my success right now.
Tanya, that is so freaking incredible. And I just love hearing you covered so many great things, but one of them was just the power of the accountability, the associations. You're like doing two, and all of a sudden 2 is not enough. And you're like, I'm going to go for this thing. And so I just absolutely love, again, going back, encouraging, empowering, and equipping us, just the power of those associations. So huge congrats to you. And thank you so much for sharing. And by the way, that was for improv. That was off the charts, girl. That was like amazing. So great job. Let's give her another huge round of applause. We love you. Give her some love in the chat. But huge congrats. Great. Unbelievable. Okay. This next one, I'm super fired up about. This is actually from the Memphis Mafia. This young lady completed her tracker. She enrolled. Let's see. Someone's on our. Let's see. If you're not speaking, make sure you're on mute. She completed the tracker. She recruited 2 new social marketers, did 5 Facebook Lives, and also built a platinum pod. So we are going to turn the time over, and we're going to celebrate our girl, Tina Hux. So Miss Tina, congratulations, girl. Well done. Tina, where are you at? Come off mute if you can.
Here I am. Can you hear me now?
You can hear you great. I love it. You look fantastic.
Hey. Okay, well, 2 things right off the bat. Wow. Okay, no, that was one other thing. That wasn't part of the 2 things, but oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Dina Peacock, you sly fox, you. First of all, let me apologize, first of all, because I can see myself and I'm all hazy and in a fog, and I'm going to totally blame that on Randy because he left off for Chicago this morning and took the iPad and the good phone. So y'all are going to have to bear with me in this haze. I'm so sorry about that. And the other thing is, crap, nobody told me they were fixing their hair tonight. Like, long day in from school, full-time job, and here I am. But either way, wow, thank you. That's exciting. Okay, I have to be completely transparent here and brutally honest, kind of. When I heard 90-day run, I had heard of 90-day runs before. I hadn't ever completely, participated in one. I had kind of randomly participated in one, and it really didn't reap me the benefits that I thought it would. So when I heard 90-day run this time, I was kind of, me personally, I'm kind of a go-getter anyway. So I thought, well, I don't really need this because I'm going to do what I do regardless. And I'm not trying to sound crude or rude. I just don't really need a cheering section. I'm going to do what I do regardless. But this time around, I did have a team, and I had some people kind of alongside me, and I really wanted them to jump in and kind of, see what it was like to get into some kind of momentum. And so I thought, well, I really don't have a choice here. I'll go ahead and do it. So I jumped in, and the competitive factor kind of took over because I'm extremely competitive. And it's not, I don't want to make it about winning, but it is about doing your best job and putting forth your best effort. And what I found in this first little little portion of the 90 days is that although I think I'm giving 110% all of the time, what I'm seeing is my 110% for me is not the entire picture. Possibly it's not everything that everyone else is doing. It's not all that anyone else is doing. So still, what I've learned in this first little third of our run is that there are other ideas out there that might trump what I thought was a great idea. And so I'm getting ideas, I'm getting momentum, I'm getting enthusiastic more than I actually thought that I might, from seeing the enthusiasm from the other people, the other people that are truly committed to this 90-day run. The commitment factor is motivating for me. I don't respond a lot in the thread. I'm 15 places with 4 teenagers and a full-time job and husband full-time job, and just all, life. But either way, what I see that other people are doing, the friendships that are being formed, the help and support that's being given, and the ideas that I can take as a brand new leader, because this is key for me. I've never been a leader or had people on a team before. So what I'm able to get and the ideas and the things that I can take back to my team are extremely beneficial for me. So thank goodness I decided to just go in and kind of take it off of me and what I think, I've got what it takes kind of thing, and be able to be open and learn, and then take what I learn and give it to my team. It is a true blessing to be on this 90-day run with all of these amazing people. Sometimes I see posts and I think they cannot have done that in a day. And I think, well, Tina, what did you do today? So here I am with that whole, I don't need a cheering section kind of mentality. And honestly, I'm learning a lot, and I appreciate every single part of it. From the whole everything that happens on Facebook to what happens in that 90-day thread. It's all just this big ball that's helping get momentum rolling. And I truly feel like that's what's happened. Is there's some momentum that is picked up. And it's taken me where I feel like I want to go and where I want to be. So, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Love it, Tina. I love what Paige said in the comments. She says, "Tina's not just a beauty, but she's a beast."
Thank you, Paige.
I love it. Congratulations, great job. Huge congrats. Let's give her another big well done. We love you, girl. Incredible job. And again, I'm telling you. I roll my eyes too. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go, like loving on each other. Guess what? It's powerful. You get all of us together, a bunch of positive people cheering each other on, encouraging, empowering, and equipping each other, and it is pretty powerful what you can do. So, Tina, huge congrats. Love seeing you in Salt Lake at the event, and congratulations on an amazing month. And I'm excited for you to carry that into to February as well. So, You're amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I love you guys. I respect you so much. I'm so appreciative, again, to Dina and Lisa Corcoran and Justine and Sue and Paige and just this whole team and just all of you, each one of you individually. Remember, our business works because of the collective genius. Like each of you have your own individual genius, your own life experience and your insights and your wisdom. But when we all work together in kind of a spirit of love and harmony, we basically all work together in a spirit of unity, we can pull from the collective genius, which is the collective genius is more powerful than any one of our own individual geniuses. And so appreciate Tina and Tracy for sharing tonight and sharing their insights and kind of their experience and their inspiration. And just really love you ladies, and so grateful to be in business with you, and many, many great days ahead of us. So Have a great night. We'll talk again soon. And Dina, thank you again.
Thank you, Justin, so much. I really appreciate you so much. Awesome job, incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
unmute and tell this man thank you for taking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Dina.
Justin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
guys. So proud.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Always adding value.